Hey everybody, hope everyone is great and having a great day. I'm trying to talk louder for this video. Sorry if it sounds like I am screaming. I've been receiving a lot of, well, not a lot, like 3 or 4 messages saying that I'm talking very low. I think I did it in consideration for my neighbor, so I'm not screaming, but this is early enough that it seems like I can talk at a higher level. So sorry if before it was kind of low, but I'm going to try and talk at this level from now on, even if it is taking a lot of energy. So I've had a lot of friends ask me about this and a lot of other people in the comment section. I think a lot of people haven't made the shift mentally when it comes to using so like paper cash and when it comes to digital stuff like that, because even now, we are able to walk into a store, you're able to swipe your card, what have you, for things, but people are still used to digging in their pockets, picking out coins and, being able to pay for stuff. So this is where a lot of this comes from. So I decided to make a video on the real world uses for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, especially because Bitcoin is the name of cryptocurrencies. So yeah, I thought this was rather important. So first off, one of the major things that I know there's a huge rift between people who deal in cryptocurrencies and people who deal in or like gold and silver. You can buy gold and silver online. I've seen many websites where you can buy in Bitcoin and Dash, Ethereum, Litecoin. I can't remember the exact name of one of them that I saw, but there's one that takes about 20 different coins. They are very smart because if you limit yourself to just 1 or 2 coins, you may miss out on a couple things, but they were taking like Dogecoin, Infinite Coin. They were taking all these things that I had completely thought had died out, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that has a couple $1,000s who are, willing to spend them on gold and silver. There are many websites where you can use it like exclusively. Like if you Google around like places to use Bitcoin online, there are tons and tons and tons of places. And I don't just mean dark web places either, where you can buy things that may be illegal where you live. There are tons of places that are exclusive to this. Overstock isn't exclusive to this, but they are one of the major places that now accepts that there are tons of things that you can buy on that website that you wouldn't be able to buy in other places. You can also gamble with it. That is online and offline, meaning in the real world. I've seen a couple places, or people have talked about a couple places. They're literally casinos and stuff like that you can kind of walk into. As long as they have something to scan your QR code, you're completely fine. I mean, you wouldn't be really gambling with real world money anyway. I'd rather when you are at a gambling table, you're not taking out money and throwing it onto the table. You're kind of, playing with chips back and forth, what have you. There are tons of places like this as well. There are ways now for you to pay your taxes in Bitcoin exclusively. Like you can send these people money for your taxes completely in Bitcoin. There are jobs out there. There's an article online. I'm going to try and find it for you guys. It's about people in, I want to say that it's France. It's definitely one European country where you are able to be paid exclusively in cryptocurrencies if you would like. I've known people, and that is just not for like tech jobs. A lot of people will assume, of course the tech jobs would definitely pay you in this. No, it's like everyday real world jobs. There are a lot of people I know who are living in China and in other countries, and they're also being offered this by their employers who are saying, we can definitely, if you want, we can pay you in cryptocurrencies. And they think it's a joke at first and they kind of laugh it off. And lo and behold, they are getting paid exclusively in cryptocurrencies, which I mean, if people started doing that a year ago, that has to be absolutely amazing, as all the prices have definitely risen. So they've made 10 times as much as everyone else, as all their other coworkers, which is kind of crazy. There's an article online about a cop in Kentucky who elected to get paid exclusively in cryptocurrencies. This was, I think, in 2014. So I'm pretty sure he's one of the happiest people in the world right now. So a lot of people know about Bitpay. That is like, if you have ever paid with Bitcoin in a store, they usually have like a Bitpay terminal or what have you for you to scan your things back and forth between them. But there are also Visa and MasterCards that are debit cards. So it's not just, I'm sure there are credit as well, but the most important part is that it debits from your account. This is how you use it in the real world. So this is another factor that you can use these things in everyday life. It's not just you. A lot of people I've known who have gotten into cryptocurrencies, the constant question that they always ask me is, how do I use this in real life, and how do I get my money out of this so that I get cash again? I've heard that at least 30 trillion times, and I have to explain to them that there are other ways. And like I said, people aren't 100% there when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Like people are understanding it more, they're slowly adopting it, but the idea that these things aren't real money or that you can't use them in real world scenarios is kind of why I made this video, to let people understand that you can you can do every single thing you think you can do that with cryptocurrencies. So there are a lot of these Visa and MasterCards, debit cards that are linked, like they are linked directly to your crypto accounts wherever you may have them. Some of the big names, and once again, I'm not affiliated with these people. I'm not getting paid by them. I do not know the people who make them. The most popular ones are Bitpay, obviously, CryptoPay, Zappo, that is XAPO. I had never heard of that in my life. It's kind of an interesting name. Wirex, WIREX, Shift, and AnxPro. Some of these things are, the names are kind of out of this world. AnxPro is ANXPRO. I know people who are using these cards. I know someone who has been using these cards for about a year so far, and they absolutely love it because it's very convenient, especially. I know a couple people who are doing like mining things, and they're doing other they're not illegal by any means. Sorry if my tone made it sound like they were illegal. They're doing other things online to make cryptocurrency, to make money from these things, which I may do videos later on as well. I'm still learning about them as well, and I don't want to give you guys bad information, but they get daily and weekly payouts from these things, and this is how they are kind of financing their life living around the world. It's kind of crazy. You can buy cars with cryptocurrencies. There's a website called Bitpremier, BITPREMIER, that has been around for I think a couple years now. I've seen people using it before. It's very, very popular. You can buy cars, you can buy trucks, you can buy anything that is kind of, not luxury level, but this is what they kind of want to be geared toward. This is their entire thing. You can buy Lamborghinis directly with Bitcoin. You can buy Jeeps with it. You can buy other cars on these websites. Literally, if you just Google around like buy with Bitcoin, you will find thousands of pages that will pop up for you. This is all real world. Like none of this is fake at this point anymore. I know it was a huge thing around 2011, 2012. There were tons of articles talking about how, it has no real world use. These are completely, these are real world uses. My favorite, I love buying property. I love the thought of owning property because I love the idea of passive income. There's a company in New York called Bond, not James Bond. So that is Bond, B-O-N-D, New York. You can Google them. They definitely accept Bitcoin. I'm not sure if they accept other coins at this point, but this was one of the main things. They've been doing this since 2014. I remember I contacted them years ago trying to figure out if they actually did it or if it was just like in the article and someone was trying to hype them up to get, more sales for them. You contact them and they were like, no, we definitely accept it. Like we've had at least a couple hundred people, this was back then, contact them saying, hey, do you accept Bitcoin? Because as the prices started rising, obviously the people who held them were making all this money and they were like, I want to spend this in some certain way to get something physical. There was another website. I've seen websites from Cyprus and Turkey selling luxury property as well, exclusively in Bitcoin. There was a guy a couple weeks ago, he sold his house in Canada completely for Bitcoin. And these, I don't know how much more to beat this dead horse. There are so many ways that you can do these things. Anything in the entire world that you can get with fiat or, dollars or cash money, like paper physical money, you can get with cryptocurrencies, especially if you have one of these Visa debit cards. Like there's literally no limits. Unless you are outside trying to get some frozen ice cream from a truck, I can't really help you there. I don't know how to, they probably don't accept it, but eventually everything that we know will probably or is already on its way to becoming digital. Think about how often you used to use cash before. That's slowly being phased out. You reach into your wallet, you swipe your card, you walk out of the store, and that is just how things are. There are tons of real world uses. And like I said, I've said this many times, and cryptocurrencies have been around for 8 years. Imagine what it's going to be like in 20 years when even if we didn't have cryptocurrencies, everything was already moving to be digital. Every single thing that we do is online. Every method that we pay for is completely online. So once these things have solidified and more people know about them, I'm actually really shocked how many people know about all these things right now. I'm getting questions from like older family members who are like in their like 60s and 70s asking me about these things. So that just shows how far the reach is. So if older people know about these things, you better believe that young people are well aware of their uses. Like I always say, these things are still very new. These things are still continuously being adopted by people around the world, and it's very interesting to see exactly where it's going to go. If you guys want, I'm going to try and find some other websites that, if I missed anything that you are willing to buy or want to buy with cryptocurrencies, just write me a message below and I'll try and find a website for it. These things are These things are going to be big, and I think it's just all very exciting. So yeah, sorry if it sounded like I was rambling or if I was like holding up, holding up a sign like Bitcoin is the future. But it kind of is. We can do anything that we want with these things now. We can buy anything, and we can, reach for the stars. I don't know how to end it. All right, guys, I hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to make this video. I'll talk to you guys soon, and hope you all have a great day. See you. Hey everyone, thank you very much again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would like to help me and the channel, there are ways to do so in the description below. Thank you very much, and talk to you guys soon.